This is Sean Sport in podcast form.
Well, if you tune into the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games, it's live and free on Channel 9, 9Gem and 9 Now. You'll be able to see Blake Cochran do all the late, all the heavy lifting, actually.
Yeah, that's right. When all the action's happening.
Yeah, and hey, Blake, we've been watching you, and we know you're Olympian as well. I'm wondering if you're getting a bit itchy to jump in the pool yourself after seeing some success.
No, definitely not. I did it for 14 years, and I'm so happy to be sitting on the other side of the desk and just watching the Aussies just go for gold.
Really? Well, you're a gold medalist, but what about getting another one, a Paris one?
Hey, no, well, I think that in a way all changed when I became a dad, that I really started to enjoy seeing other people succeed. And every little thing that I can do to kind of just help the next generation of Aussies, I'm all for it.
Did you watch the opening ceremony?
I watched some of it, but I was preparing for my late night shift because I'm on 2 a.m. until 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
So I was trying to get ready for that, to be honest.
Blake, the footage that's blown everybody away in the last couple of days, of course, is Lex Leary anchoring that relay team where she just overtook the Dutch bloke. Like, she flew home. It was extraordinary.
And then at the end, when she's so excited, she goes, "We're the best team ever."
Yeah.
I just thought that was so gorgeous.
What a moment to witness.
Yeah, definitely. It's honestly one of my favourite parts about the Paralympics. Like, you have the Olympics and some amazing relay swims in history, but the one great thing about the Paralympic swimming relays is that you can have a team 25 metres in front and still have everyone just touch the wall so close to one another. And, I mean, Lex was unreal coming home, but both, I guess, Jessie Ungles and Emily Beecroft won faster than their individual events. So it just shows you how awesome those relays are when you do it for the team.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you think you may let somebody down, and the adrenaline being in a group as well, just trying to push together collectively is a big deal. Yeah. Australia's, we're up to 9 gold medals at the moment, Blake. Did I see that?
Yeah, sitting in 7th place. We're just behind the host nation, but we had a bit of a slow day today, 1 gold, 2 bronze. So looking forward to, I guess, the rowing really kicking off with Curtis McGrath and a few other chances on the track to get us up a few more pegs. Yeah,
we had a world record in the 400 metres last night.
That's good.
Yeah, it was an amazing effort.
Yeah, that was a fair effort.
The thing about the Paralympic Games, which is amazing, is to be seen, and that seems to be a common thread that all the athletes are talking about during the opening ceremony. I did not know her name, but they had a big screen and it was black and white footage, and it had a lot of athletes talking about their experiences. And one was a blind athlete, this girl, and she said that she was the thing that used to get her was she'd be out talking with her parents and they'd be talking to people, and people would talk directly to her parents and not to her, just because she couldn't see. Which was unbelievable. Have you ever had to have any of that happen to you, Blake? And if so, what's it like getting your head around that? Because the one other common thread about Paralympians are they're also positive.
We're a good group. We've evolved to a world that isn't made for us. And we just live every moment to try and make things work for us. We're incredible at adapting. And, I mean, I've got no fingers and toes due to congenital limb deficiency. And I always used to tell my friends, stop asking me if I need help because I'll figure it out. And if I can't, then I'll come to you for help. But no, we're incredible at adapting and doing our own thing. And I had a chat with one of my best mates who's got a vision impairment, and I was talking to him about trying to find the use-by date on a particular product, and he's like, "Mate, I'm blind. You can't find it at the best of times. How do you think I do it?" They're never put in the same place.
No, that's true.
Is he just a constant sniffer of things to make sure that they're not off?
Hey, Blake, how are you going with your sleep, and how do you organise your day when you're doing the late shift all the time?
You're literally working a night shift.
It's been pretty brutal, to be honest. But no, I think the amazing thing is that the floor crew, the commentary team, the producers, and Ros Kelly, my co-host, have all been absolutely amazing, bringing me into this journey and learning along the way. It's my first time in television, so it's been a bit of a baptism by fire. But I've just honestly tried to get on Paris time. So I'm sleeping from 2 o'clock until 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and then getting up and jumping on air from 2:30 in the morning. So Bit of a wild roller coaster, but I mean, I'm loving just living finals Paris time.
Yes, big time.
And it's just great to see it all live and in person, and then the emotion that just roars through with it.
Hey, Blake, for the first time you're doing television, isn't it amazing what the makeup artists can do? Because sometimes you rock around to a thing and you go, today, it's not going to happen today. I look like a troll monster. And then suddenly when they're done, you look normal. Isn't that amazing?
It's unreal what they do with the lighting. But Ross Kelly called me the other morning because I was in there in hair and makeup, and Melinda, my makeup lady, said, I've got this face mask that I'm going to chuck out. I'm like, oh, don't waste it. And then so I put it on, and Ross Kelly came around the corner and I'm just sitting there with his face mask on. She's like, you diva.
Something in the Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter about you. That's great.
Hey, Blake, you're talking about being a father before, and you don't care for competing in these games. Are you still swimming? Are you still getting out and maintaining your fitness?
Just doing a couple of laps.
I'll go to the gym and I'll do plenty of housework around the house, but honestly, I've not swum in a swimming pool except for the 400 metres I have to do for lifeguard competency.
Yeah.
It's all the swimming I do now is at the beach and in the surf. And I think one day I'll return to swimming, but at the moment I'm just loving not having to do it. Did it for 14 years at the highest level. Yeah. I was ready for the break.
You get sick of that black line, don't you?
Hey, Blake, I'm going to blow your mind here. We worked out when's the last time I was in a pool? Well, we worked it out a while back.
It's been decades, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been over 20 years.
I'm hoping to probably return to it a little bit sooner.
Okay, we'll do it together. We'll do a bombing in the pool together.
Keep your options open.
No, I'm happy to do that. No, my kids have got non-negotiables that swimming is going to be in their DNA.
Yeah.
So
actually, I had
probably have to get in with them.
Yeah, I had that word to my daughter just the other day, actually. I said everyone in the house can do butterfly, and every McManus needs to do butterfly. So if you can't do that, you're going back to swimming.
You have to leave the family.
Because the heart is straight now.
If you have to kick her out, you have to kick her out.
Love your work, Blake. Thanks for talking to us this morning.
Thanks, Blake.
No worries, team. Have a great day.
Good on you. Tune in and watch the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games live, free on Channel 9, 9Gem and 9Now, as I said.
Amazing.
Sean Sport in podcast form.
Couple of things to touch on. First of all, Carlton Sam Doherty is going to be back in the lineup this weekend. 6 months after doing his knee, 183 days he's been out of action. When I did my knees, 11 months was the first one, and probably 13 the next one to come back.
So that's quick.
Coming back after 183
I know, straight in for the finals.
Wow, are you really scared to use your knees properly for the first time?
Yeah, absolutely, Nath. When you first go for a run, it feels like
they're not your knees.
Someone's taken the shock absorber out of your knee, so you feel every blade of grass.
Oh no,
when you have a run. Anyway, obviously over time you build your muscles up and all that kind of stuff, and that all goes away. But the panic. Well, he's done his knee a couple of times, and for me, I know. I remember I played my first game out at Waverley. It was a pre-season game, and before the game, I sweated like I jumped out of the pool. I was so nervous, and so for Sam to be playing up to 6 months is fantastic.
And back in for a final, like, it's a lot. You know, they have to win. So and
it's a big lift to the team to be able to see someone come back. On the other side, so if you saw the news last night, Paddy Cripps announced it to the team. Everyone's jumping in out of the pool. They were screaming.
Kind of in the spa, like it looked like a Carlton soup. They were pretty tight in there.
They were packed in.
A lot of barely dressed men in a very short pool.
On the flip side of things, whilst there's other people cheering, there's some guy who's losing his gig, and they're playing a big time game on Saturday night.
Yeah, so that guy was just underwater.
I think he was.
Blonde bubbles.
Would he have known? Does the person who's being replaced know who it is yet?
No, not now. So they would be told today.
So you'd just be sitting there going,
Thursday would be the day they'd be told.
Yeah,
would you have an idea it might be you?
You'd be shortlisted, I reckon. You'd know if you were.
Yeah, you'd probably be shortlisted. Although sometimes you just don't see it. One time, I thought I was playing for sure, right? And then I had no reason to think that I wasn't playing. And then we had this meeting the night before. Like it was a Friday night, and there was Chris Connolly was the coach. He said something, and I thought,
love Chris Connolly.
What is he going on about? I'm clearly in the team. And then the next morning when we turned up, we're at the MCG, and when you drive into the MCG like Optus, you're in a bus, it's dark tinted windows, and you drive into the MCG underneath it, and then that's it. You're in the stadium. Yeah. So I hadn't been outside yet, and he calls me aside with a friend Brett Peake, who's a ripper, and he said, "I just want to let you know that Sean, if it's wet and rainy outside, you're going to be playing. And Brett, if it's sunshiny and good conditions, you're going to be playing.
And you didn't know what the conditions were.
Didn't know. So we walked down the race together.
But you're like, it's Melbourne. It's Melbourne. It's going to rain for sure.
We walked down the race together before the game.
It's bright sunshine.
It was like, you needed zinc on your nose.
So the sky told you if you're going to play or not.
So I just turned around and walked back straight down under the undercroft and just
imagine being benched by a blue sky. That's embarrassing.
Oh, that hurt me. That absolutely hurt me. Scarred for life. Anyway, good luck to Sam Doherty. I'm really happy that he's back and playing. The other thing is Min Woo Lee, WA golfer. He has been selected in the President's Cup to represent world against America.
Team non-America, yeah.
Adam Scott, Jason Day, the other Australians participating in that. And just I got a message yesterday, and if someone can message me back to see if this is real, because I didn't know if it was real or not, but some guys I played footy with at East
Fremantle. You've won $1 million? Okay, no.
They are saying, I mean, the footy manager, he left and joined Perth Football Club yesterday, because it seems like East Fremantle, as I've said, have got no home and they've got, the future's looking grim.
Yeah.
And then it said the Sharks, which I mentioned yesterday, the council is saying they can be back at East Fremantle Oval only if they change their name to Old East, because Shark is triggering for ratepayers in and around the Swan River. No sponsorship allowed from mining companies.
That's a joke.
That's a joke.
It does seem over the top. Harry, you've heard it too?
Yeah, this was also about, they were thinking about what to call the Gold Coast Suns, and they actually avoided Sharks as well. So
why? Because they're triggering.
Then there's also a comment.
It's bad press.
Yeah, there's also someone made a point. What about the dogs?
What about the Bombers?
Which kill, the dogs which kill thousands of people a year, sadly. And the Bombers, you wouldn't name a new team the Bombers, would you?
Well, the Blues, more people are affected by the Blues.
The Blues, terrible.
I don't know how real these things are, but apparently on Saturday.
That is ridiculous.
Okay, I hope it's wrong, Nat.
Well, I'm an East Fremantle ratepayer, and they didn't ask me.
All I'm saying, if I ever move one street across the border, I'm in all sorts.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
I really hope they move the borders to include your house.
Thanks, Sean. Sean Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.